to the Highly Focused Podcast. I go by the name of Brother Terry.
And it's your boy NZP.
And it's Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Also, happy Father's Day to you niggas with kids.
Yes, all you niggas with kids. And all you June babies who happen to fall on the same week for no reason. 15 birthdays.
God.
Juneteenth and Father's Day.
Well, when I do have kids, I better get double presents. Birthday and Father's Day.
Not gonna happen.
They probably won't. My kid's gonna be ungrateful as shit. I already know.
They be like, two?
I already know. Daddy, if you don't get this watch,
if you don't go ahead and mow the lawn with this new thing that I bought,
right? That ain't gonna help at all. It ain't gonna help me at all. Thanks, little nigga, for nothing. It's like no. It's like no. Happy Father's Day to you niggas with kids again, for real, man.
Father's Day, for real.
And again, all jokes aside, happy Juneteenth.
Absolutely.
Because that's a holiday now.
Yes, America, the home,
the great,
the home of the slave.
For people watching, the great
America.
Yeah, I'm putting that shit in quotations as I say that. America, 3Ks. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying. My bad. It's not really my bad.
It's not.
It's not really my bad.
It's not our bad at all.
It's not my bad at all. Actually,
it is. No,
y'all got the right one today.
Yo, we were turned up before we.
I really was. I told you, man.
America got all these shots.
Bruh, I'm gonna keep it real.
But
y'all got my blood pressure high as hell today. Y'all better stop.
But we gonna calm down. We gonna bring it to a neutral.
I had some wicked space today, so. Yikes!
It's ready.
Yikes!
It's ready.
That's what I'm saying. But no. Yeah. Go ahead, man. You know how you normally start us off.
I'm gonna start off something real.
Okay.
So if you got too high, and you disappear for 3 days, where would you be at? Where would you go?
Like New Zealand or Switzerland?
New Zealand or Switzerland?
Yeah, I'm just out, bro.
Jeez, he trying to hit the pond. Like you trying to go all the way around the pond.
Yeah.
Me?
For 3 days? Yeah,
for 3 days?
Africa, I'm not gonna want to leave. You said like
right.
only for 3 days.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm staying in Africa.
I'll be at Six Flags.
This nigga
every day. I'm trying to get all the rides in.
Ride.
I'm trying to make sure
3 times. Every ride 3 times.
Or like Disneyland, like we're places where you can't get it in one shot.
I got you.
I'm high.
Right.
I'm trying to get in and get.
I'm trying to be high in the bluest waters ever.
Facts.
Facts. That's why I say New Zealand or Switzerland.
I float.
That's where I'm gonna learn how.
That's what I'm
gonna already be floating.
I'm
already floating. Shit, what you talking about? That's a good one.
If you were to design a new type of movie theater, what would it be? Like, how would you design it?
I think you asked me that before.
Not in our series.
I would have a couch. I would kind of have like a couch type setting, or like a sectional or something like that, or like a bed full of pillows, something soft.
Nice.
And you super relaxed. I would have whatever your preferred vice is, whether that be wine, beer, drink, weed. Yeah, you know what I mean? We're not doing nothing more than weed. That's where I draw the line, because I don't even...
Needles.
Right. What?
You gotta go. You need a spoon and a lighter.
Right. Why you need
extras?
Why you need utensils for what you using, bro? This ain't dinner. We gonna give you the utensils. We gonna give you the utensils with dinner.
You can't wait.
Right. Like, come on, bro. Relax.
Nigga, super.
But yeah, on top of that, on top of just, if you go to like certain movie theaters now, you can get served food and liquor there and stuff like that. I will already have that, but more so would be a more relaxed feeling, like a more comfortable vibe, and something something VR like.
Okay.
Where you can really kind of be more interacting with the movie.
That's what I was going. I was going to say something like that. I seen like they have 3D experience theaters. I would have something like that.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And like you said, like a couch, but have it like that. Like you chilling, you relax.
Yeah,
you also get like those movements. So I was like, oh, we in the car chase. You feel the car,
right?
Like you in the back seat, like
like when you playing the game, you know what I mean. Certain games you play, nigga hit you, that shit vibrate or something like that.
You want to get that, yeah.
Right? It's like damn.
And have like lights. My thing is like, I really just the weed experience.
The weed experience. He's gonna have a weed movie theater.
It's gonna be pumping.
Man.
You gotta be laughing, like laughing gas.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's a good joint.
You be high.
Like just straight room full of vapor.
Yeah, like you hot. It's gonna be the hot box. You really in there, hot box in the theater, like.
Facts, bro.
I think that'll be dope. You ain't gotta smoke
The
it.
box already hot, bro. I'm just walking in. I'm walking in.
I think that'll be dope.
That'd be.
But I like your idea with all the like. I was thinking in my head like soul food had to be involved because soul food is not allowed.
Nigga want some macaroni and cheese. Like, you gonna go to sleep in a movie theater? Though.
But you had a bed and pillows. I'm gonna fall asleep immediately. I'm gonna
not necessarily a bed, but just more so like a sectional
plush things.
That's what I'm saying. Like for comfort, like
comfortably going to sleep. Now, can I not have a rib in my hand while I'm doing something?
I would hope not, nigga. Just
that's 30 minutes of me being awake. Cause I gotta eat.
This a whole rib just gone, bro. Like damn.
I'm just tired of people having loud snacks at theaters.
There you go. Come on, man.
So if you got some macaroni and cheese
why
or rib,
you
and
opening up 40 bags of chips?
Why it gotta be a paper bag where it's gonna make the most noise? Why it's gotta be those ones? Why it's gotta be the ones that's gonna be the?
Why you ain't put that joint in a Ziploc bag already?
I digress.
Like an adult that's responsible and considerate. It's all about consideration.
Speaking of shoes, can we just have
America ain't considerate? Speaking of shoes,
can we just have consideration?
My bad.
Can we be considerate?
Y'all gonna have me on. You gonna have me on my shit
Listen,
all
I just
episode, bro.
I had to just throw it out there.
This joint only gonna have to be 30 minutes because I'm gonna get my blood pressure high and I'm gonna say the wrong shit. I'm gonna get us canceled before we even get started. I'm just saying.
All right. So, what is an app that you would delete that will benefit humanity? So if we deleted it, I think you think it will actually benefit us.
Benefit humanity?
Yeah. And that's a deep question because
that would benefit humanity. That is a very good question. There's so many apps out there in the world. I know the first thing most people would think of are like social media apps, but I'm trying to think outside of that, and I'm sure it's like again. Millions of apps. Like
I'll tell you mine.
I don't know.
Mine is the news app that comes on your phone.
Oh yeah,
the Apple John.
Give me an option, bro. I don't even look at that shit.
I don't want that news. That news is not.
I don't have
news.
that.
That is American news, but with the 3 Ks.
3 Ks.
But that is not our news. That's not news that we care about. And neither are like things like Shade Room. Like that's stuff that we don't care about either.
Yeah, I don't.
I want the middle ground. I want the John that like shows the good and what people are actually doing. Like I want to see the good side of people because
an app that could benefit. Then I would say like Fox News specifically or some shit like that.
Got you. Fake
like,
news, the fake news website.
CNN, all them type of apps and shit like that. I mean, because y'all already on television. I don't have to watch that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Don't be trying to feed me more easily accessible ways to see. Yeah, like I don't.
Another one and this is going to be controversial, but you know the Citizens app? So there's a Citizens app that basically allows you to be nosy. So when...
Hold on. Happy Father's Day. Hold on.
So basically you can open
a nosy app?
And if you could see if there's it's all criminal stuff. So like if you could tell, somebody got shot down here, somebody just robbed the store across the street. So whenever something happens with the police, you can even see like where the helicopters are. That for me, I would delete it simply because your nosiness is focused on criminal activity. It ain't a Citizens app that's telling you what's good going on in the neighborhood. It's telling you everything that's bad. So when you get an alerts on your phone, 2 blocks away, in West Philly, you get it all the time.
Bruh.
Nobody wants that.
Fuck no.
I feel like people think they want it because they want to feel safe, but every time you throw negative at them, what happens? You're gonna feel unsafe wherever you go. Now niggas got guns, they try to protect themselves, and they live in the privileged parts of town.
The privileged parts of town.
Allegedly.
Quotations.
You saw me.
That's all.
Let me do it. But yeah, that was my high questions for the evening. I might have another one pop in my head.
Those were solid. You know what I mean? We were highly focused on Wicked Space today. So yeah, it's gonna be a wicked Juneteenth.
Our ancestors have told us to do it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. My ancestors told me to. I'm just trying to be my ancestors' dream one day at a time.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm just striving.
Can I snap for that?
Yeah, black. They go, privileged black people just snap.
We just snap,
Ain't that how they be in church? Go ahead, Brett. My bad. My bad. It is Sunday.
Say it again.
Right. Go ahead. Talk to him. I was talking. I was already talking. You scared me. That's why I paused.
I had to stop.
You scared me. You startled me. So the first topic was, I did just want to say Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Juneteenth. Since Juneteenth is now a holiday, are there any other? Okay, first, two-part question.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna get serious a little bit.
All right.
One, how do you feel about Juneteenth being recognized as like a national holiday? Because I think this is the second year. I think last year was the first year.
They actually.
Yeah. And what other holidays, if any, or days of recognition do you feel like African Americans should I don't want to say should get, but America should recognize? Yes.
Okay. So
because it is America's history.
It is no America without us.
That's all I'm saying.
All right. So let's start there.
America.
Juneteenth. I'm glad that the country's recognizing it. The main reason why I'm saying that, and we don't want everybody to recognize it as black people, but for some reason, it's hard for the masses of black people to actually celebrate Juneteenth. Like right now, there's a party across the street. I'm glad that happened, but even in our family, it's hard we had one good Juneteenth in my entire life, and that was, I guess, 3 years ago, so before it became a national thing. But I feel like as black people, we need to celebrate it more. We need to turn it into something like a grill. Like we need to turn it into what we used to do for July 4th. So I'm just expecting more. So I'm glad that they're celebrating it nationally, but I think that you cannot give people a day off without explaining why you're giving them a day off. Because like you said, people are getting days off for this and don't even know what this day is. Oh, right. It's a holiday we're getting off and can't name the holiday.
Right.
Because America made it a thing, but there's no knowledge behind it. There's nobody saying, well, the reason why Juneteenth is this. So that's my first part.
I think it is getting more recognized.
Excuse me. I think it is getting more recognized, and I think us as a people in-house, I think we're doing a lot of different things to start like new traditions and stuff like that for our families, which I appreciate. But I also feel like, in a sense, something like you said, like I don't want to treat it like July 4th, but I feel like it needs to be like a festival, like a thing, like for more than just a day. Like we can't get a week. I'm not trying to really be. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean, be like asking for a lot or nothing like that. But excuse me, I think that's a big enough thing. That's a big enough part of not just black people's history, but America's history that needs to just be more than just a day to me personally. And I feel like it will at some point, you know what I mean? Like it don't gotta be Juneteenth don't gotta be like the month or nothing like that, like Black History Month, but I think it does need to be, you know what I mean? More things need to happen. Definitely need to be put in curriculum and stuff like that, but
nice.
That's just a whole nother.
So I gotta speak in the shoes off of that. How do you feel about corporations celebrating Juneteenth? There's a difference between the country and different companies, how they're celebrating it. How do you feel about that? Like, you know, selling merchandise and things of that nature.
Depends on the company for me, and I know most companies, especially like apparel, like clothing and things like that, they tend to jump on bandwagons and stuff like that. Whatever is excuse me, popular at the moment, that's what they're doing. I don't fuck with that at all. I think, but I don't want to judge. I don't want to prejudge somebody's
intent.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I always want to look at the good in a person, so I always kind of look at it like, okay, they weren't maliciously doing this, but if it's kind of like blatantly in my face, I'm not fucking stupid. Gotcha. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, I just think, you know, companies have to be careful how they do it. And, you know what I mean? I'm not even opposed to like large corporations doing stuff like that, but make it easily digestible for people. Go about it the right way.
That's
You
the
know
way
what I
to do it.
mean? Like, don't have something like that and then have like a whole commercial full of like, or majority commercial full of white people in the joint. Like, you know what I mean? Stupid shit like that. Cause they will do some stupid shit like that.
Some will.
You know what I mean? So it's like, just if you trying to get information to the masses, but also trying to appeal to a specific group, you have to know how to appeal to that group.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Don't just be doing stupid shit.
You see that happen with like the rainbow flag, the LGBTQ community. Like they're talking about this now, where like companies are just slapping a rainbow on the label.
Yeah, like,
and now it's awareness. It's not.
Is it though?
Is it acceptance? What did you? You're
Those are
just
Skittles.
jumping onto the bandwagon. So
you just
I get what you're
right.
saying about you. You want to make sure, like you said, just make sure that there's integrity behind it. There's good intent behind it. I don't think there's a problem with, like, I got that from the dollar store. I ain't gonna tell you what dollar store because they ain't paying me yet. But until I get my $1.25 back.
That's $1.25.
Store. But there was only one of these I went to like 3 or 4 stores. I got the one, and I wanted to see more because I wanted to see, but I didn't. Like you said,
How you know you didn't get the last one?
because I asked the girl if this shit, do they even have Juneteenth stuff. She said, no, we never had it. So it was one of those where I literally found that
It's a new holiday
that we need to celebrate.
to most people.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where I don't mind seeing Juneteenth stuff around. Like they had the whole thing with like Ben and Jerry's. They had a Juneteenth and they took it away. In my head, I don't know why.
I don't know what they did. What did they do?
They made it was like a red velvet cheesecake ice cream, and it just had Juneteenth on it.
I would have fucked it up.
I would have tore that joint, but why?
Where is that at?
But as a community,
Oh, black people gotta be.
it's selective.
I mean, okay, if it give you diabetes, it give you diabetes. You don't
Was it
gotta.
delicious before that?
Right.
Can I get us?
Right. Like,
Can I get a scoop?
You fucking it up for everybody.
And a waffle cone. Let me.
Thank you. I ain't asking for too much. I ain't asking for too much.
Well, to answer your second question, I think Rosa Parks needs a national holiday. I think she needs to be celebrated because who freed the slaves?
I forget her name. And
It wasn't Rosa Parks. I'm fucking up.
on Juneteenth.
I'm Juneteenth because I said free the slaves. You know I'm dyslexic.
Oh yeah,
Go back. Harriet Tubman
okay.
Day.
Okay, I heard you when you said that. I was like, what?
Harriet Tubman Day.
Okay.
That's back. So not Rosa Parks Day. Harriet
Okay.
Tubman Day.
Okay.
I did this last night when I was drunk. I said every wrong word, and I said in my head it was a whole different thing.
Swore he
But
was
yeah,
right.
I swore I was right.
Harriet
So
Tubman.
Harriet Tubman.
Okay.
I think that
My
needs to be
answer
a
is
day.
different.
Yeah,
Then
that
yes.
needs to be a day where
I do not oppose that.
yeah,
I don't oppose.
Where they need to celebrate the real, like, freer of slaves. The person who even if she trained other people she was the top. She was the CEO of freeing slaves.
I mean, she. I can't even put into words what Harriet Tubman was. For real.
She was a gangster.
She's ahead of her time. You know what I mean?
She's
a
like every
pioneer.
black mom right now.
Facts, like
What would they
get your
do?
motherfucking ass in this.
Well, I will shoot to the back of the head. Don't make not one noise.
Nigga.
Because if you do, I die.
Facts.
So who gonna die
And
first?
I ain't dying.
I ain't dying. So this gun gonna go off and I'm gonna go the opposite direction.
Nigga, what?
I'm gonna leave your body right there. So
For them white
you want to be free or not?
I'm just saying.
You want to be free?
You want to be free or no?
Free or dead? that was
That's
her
what
thing.
she said.
Once you start
Harry
with
was
me-
the first one to say, "Get down and lay down, nigga." I'm just keeping it real.
Ooh, she definitely
Harry said, "Get down and lay down, nigga," or lay down,
What
nigga.
you want? Yo,
Pick your poison.
that's the title. But
She a real one. Get down and lay. There's gonna be so many titles, bro.
50,000 titles.
Get 11 titles of this junk. Happy Juneteenth, Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
I would say, all jokes aside, man, and I want to get this man his flowers while he's still walking the earth before they try to get my man up out of there. But our first black president.
Absolutely.
I dare somebody to argue that.
Absolutely. And I want to see it.
Why he?
Live.
This is what I'm saying. Why he out here moving and shaking? How he do?
Yep.
Him and the missus just out here getting to it.
Living legacy. Like I want to see that
Bro.
living legend get a day because he
Bro,
represented us.
acknowledge that man.
And to
Acknowledge
this day,
that man. Stop doing that.
even the current president will say he's the best president.
Come on, man. Acknowledge that man.
Yeah.
I got a real issue with that shit, bro.
Yeah, he needs.
Especially how he just went out and then the bullshit that came right after he left the joint. No, acknowledge him, bro, because,
Yo,
nah, bro.
can he get reelected?
That's what I'm saying. He need to be the first one. If I'm gonna
they
keep it
do
a
it
buck.
twice?
If he really wanted to run up in that motherfucker, he could run up in that motherfucker.
Go right him in.
I'm just
Come on,
saying.
then, bro.
Y'all already had white folks storm the joint, bro.
Wait, who is our vice president?
When who?
No,
When
currently. Oh,
Kamala Harris. Come on, man. About to have them sisters on your ass.
but here's the thing. I would like to see her and Obama, like her and Obama. Why? Because I think that they are two sides of the same coin, but you can tell that he kind of has more us in mind, and she has more
Asian.
Yeah, she is
Asian.
Asian in mind.
The
She has
other part.
others.
I'm not even about to
She has
disrespect
others.
Kamala Harris because I love her. With all due
She
respect.
has
but
others in mind. She is
she's that drawing auntie.
right.
She the light skinned auntie.
She. We not gonna do no.
We ain't gonna do light skin, dark skin. I'm just playing around. Happy Juneteenth. I'm playing.
We're not gonna separate ourselves.
We ain't gonna separate ourselves today.
Of unity.
I'm playing. But let me know any parking blessings you have today.
Parking blessings. So it was a blessing and a curse, but because I got so drunk last night, my bar is full. So
Look at God.
like
It's about to be.
7 bottles over there, and I don't drink.
And
So that was a blessing.
And I'm leaving with 2 because he don't drink. Because them shits will be here until
They will.
2024.
Right there, I'll be sipping out of each one once a week.
A cat full at a time with this nigga. A cat full.
And now I remember why I don't drink because of
Yes.
last night. It was I get
Too much.
Even though I was at home, I was like, oh yeah, I can do that.
You think you
I can mix that. I can drink that.
Find
Throw me
yourself
another
on that,
joint.
Find yourself on that couch, quiet in the corner.
And you
Salty.
get only 4 hours of sleep, and your head just. I digress.
Happy
How about you?
Juneteenth.
Where you at? What's your parking blessings?
My parking blessings are I enjoyed my day last week, chilled, went on a hike that was very therapeutic,
Nice.
found myself in the meadow.
In the meadow.
Never been in the meadow before.
You were stepping on people's, on animals' grounds.
Probably. I was right in the
With
mix.
the indigenous, you felt indigenous at the
I
time?
did for a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie.
Part of the land.
I just had a backpack on.
Camelback.
I was in the mix. But no, all jokes aside, it's very therapeutic. I really like to be out in nature and shit. It really just helps me clear my mind for real. So I definitely appreciate that. It was a blessing to be able to do that with my lady. So it was cool.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Nice.
Hot question, bro.
High question.
Why are we still using the Constitution, but we can make new laws every day? Why I feel like we should be able to update the Constitution, or
Yes, we should. I
mean,
don't know.
it was made in 1776. I mean, I don't know math, but I mean, it's 2022.
And it's the language is not the same that we use now.
Yeah,
it's
Shakespeare died.
much- Yeah, we don't use that. Bear arms. We don't use that.
Grizzly or black?
Because I know it ain't the police.
like, what did you say? Like,
Yeah, it wasn't written for us. It was written for, and when I say us,
it wasn't written for women.
It wasn't written for-
It
that's
was
what I'm
written
saying.
for one type of person.
and even them were like cut in
American.
half.
3Ks. It was written for that person.
It was written for
Those people.
the land owning white people,
There you go.
white men. Excuse my
There you
language. I didn't mean to offend any of our white people. White men who had who had
You say nothing wrong. See?
who had land.
Right.
If you didn't have land, you weren't part of that. You didn't matter to that. And people who wrote it had slaves while they were writing it. They didn't write all men were created equal. They knew what they were saying at that time.
Because we weren't looked at as a whole person.
Yeah,
So that literally was not. They did not have us in mind.
No, at all.
They didn't have like what we call now as like women. Like they didn't have them in mind. They didn't go. Yeah, a woman.
This new thing.
A new thing that's been around since Adam.
Oh my god.
Just saying. But
we gotta give them rights.
yeah,
Damn it.
apparently.
No, they do way more than us.
Yes,
we do
apparently.
nothing. Well,
Nigga, you would not be here if it was not for a woman.
Exactly.
Just literally, scientifically speaking, like,
and, oh yes, scientifically
and universally speaking, you would not be here if it was
factually
not.
speaking,
Right?
All facts, caps,
Common sense speaking now, like,
caps not included.
right? You would not be here if it wasn't for a woman. But yeah, all of that was not meant for women and people that look like us,
Yeah,
other
didn't.
people of color and stuff like that.
It didn't.
But I just want to know, like, when do you think it'll be a day where we can update that? Because a lot of these things we're still trying to abide by, but the world has evolved so much that it's almost impossible to do. Because you're not. It's so many. It's just so many different people in this country now. It's more diverse
very diverse
than a lot of people want to admit it is. America has been a melting pot since them
we were brought. I mean,
since them colonizers came over and
since
discovered shit. I'm doing quotations.
the first foot hit the ground. Cause think about it. If you get to a new land and you already got some slaves on your thing, you're not going to go out first. No. Who are you going to send to touch the land first? The slave. Why? To make sure there's no indigenous people in there shooting. Because
slaves
arrows.
do the hard. They do the labor first. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I think that the Constitution, it's not going to change until we have a new type of power. When I say power, I mean the way like we run the country.
Yeah. Okay. So we can't have a democracy if we're going to have. We can't have a democracy because the Constitution was written for a democracy.
Is it?
Yes, I looked it up.
Okay. So what would we have instead of a democracy?
It would just have to be a different form of government.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, they just need to change everything. And I think until we have a better power, better people in control, and that's where representation comes in. I'm glad that we're getting a lot more representation within the politics and things like that, within politics itself. But yeah, until we have that, until we start to see ourselves, because why are we not voting on our phones? This is why we have to go. Why was it such a big thing that mail-in vote? We had mail forever. Why is it so crazy to have a mail-in vote?
All right, so this is what it was specifically. A constitution is important because it ensures that those who make decisions on behalf of the public fairly represent public opinion. It also sets out the ways in which those who exercise power may be held accountable to the people that they serve.
But are they being accountable? That's the thing.
They're not doing nothing. That's what I'm saying. They're not doing what the Constitution is meant to do. So it's like, why are we still doing differently or better with people's taxes?
Tax-wise.
I'm saying that because we just sent $1 billion to Ukraine. And I'm just saying, I know people is fucked up here.
Yes. Honestly, like I said, free education. I think education after high school, I think college. I think if you honestly are looking to be the best, schooling should be free.
Facts.
Spend that money on our education. If you're really worried about the people, give them the opportunity to be great. They shouldn't have to fight to get a good education. They shouldn't have to bleed their accounts to get good education or be in debt.
Shouldn't have to be in debt. Yeah, parents shouldn't have to be in debt.
Yeah.
Me personally, you know what I mean? It is Juneteenth. I personally think for people of color, since it was illegal at one point for us to learn how to read and write, for us to be literate, I specifically think that group of people should have free education. Just my personal opinion. Sure, it would never happen, but you know, who knows?
Yeah. One thing about America, if it doesn't benefit
If they
everybody,
can't tax you on it,
they're not going to just benefit black people. If it doesn't benefit everybody in America, it can't just benefit black people. They're not going to do it.
Because then that means they're giving an apology.
Yep. And they can't
They
apologize.
can't apologize.
But they can apologize to other races for stuff that they didn't even do.
Right. For stuff they had nothing to do with.
Nothing to do with.
Gonna stick your head in somebody else's business and apologize. Okay, America, fuck you. Sorry. Happy Juneteenth, by the way. Repeats, recycles.
Repeats, recycles. All right, so my repeats, recycles for this week. So I got If.
Okay.
If by Davio. That John be bumping. I've been listening to that for like a couple of weeks, so I knew he was gonna make it on the long. Then I got BU by Ashley DeBoss. DeBoss. It's definitely a inspirational John. Vinyls.
I was listening to Drake, Take Care. I was feeling real light skinned the other day.
Okay, you was in your feelings.
For whatever reason. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, that was it. For me, I ordered some new stuff, but I'll let you know next time you come. Probably show you that jet. Any inspiration?
My inspiration is my ancestors.
It's Juneteenth.
Holding on strong.
Right. Being my ancestors' dreams and consistency with my daily routine.
Nice.
That rhymed.
That did. You trying to get bars
Barely.
on a Sunday afternoon.
On a happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
And on a happy Juneteenth. To my black people, be great.
Be great.
Be precious. And
Be loved.
And be the best version of yourself.
Ooh.
Stay highly blessed, highly favored, and highly focused.
Thank you, Jesus. We love you, Jesus. Amen.
At least give a nigga a chicken wing.
I know y'all heard that.
God damn. I heard y'all shit. I know y'all heard me. Give a nigga a wing ding. Hey. Got this old ass Confessions playing. You lucky this my shit.